Hi, I'm Ken Roberts with Absolute Precision Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, and we're in Woburn today doing an oil to gas conversion. What we have here today is an old American Standard oil-fired boiler that originally had a tankless in it. So if you take a look over here, you can see this boiler here used to have the capability of making domestic hot water. As part of that, it would always be running non-stop 24/7, a minimum of 140 degrees. Then somebody came along and said, hey, let's put this storage tank in. Well, that's great. That made it a little bit more efficient, but the boiler still runs all day long, maintaining that temperature of 140 degrees. So this client came to us and said, hey, we want to switch over to gas. So we said, okay, great, we can help you. We can get you some mass save rebates. We can put a high efficiency system in. We can get you 0% financing for 7 years. And the homeowner said, great, let's do it. So this is back in probably October. So we get all the paperwork filed for them, goes into National Grid, and they said, oh, gee, we don't know if we're going to be able to dig up the street and run the gas line to your house in time. Well, as it turns out, they were probably the last one that they did for the year in November. So his gas line is now currently run to the side of the house outside, and what we're going to do is pipe that in, hang the boiler here, do our piping here, put our new indirect fired water heater here, have our electrician come wire it, get the inspection, and then he can call National Grid, and National Grid will come out and turn the gas on. We can fire this one, get it running, and then that one there will go out to the scrapyard. So this is a little bit of a tricky situation where we're kind of limited with space, because if we take this boiler out now, he won't have heat and hot water. If we hang the boiler here and put everything over here, they may not be able to get the oil tank out. So what we're going to do today is we're going to drain this tank and just kind of shove it over here and make a couple of quick connections with PEX tubing so that he'll still have heat and hot water. That will allow us to hang the boiler more back here, do our piping and hang our tank, and then that should give the oil tank removal guys plenty of room to take that out. So we're going to take you through the whole process. We'll take you outside, show you what it looks like when the gas company does their part where they run the meter up. We'll take the piping from that meter to the new boiler, do all the piping, and then once everything's wired, fired, and ready to go, like I said, we'll take this offline. So this is a video where we're going to show you the whole process, how it works from beginning to end. So if you want to come on outside, we'll show you what the meter bar outside is all about. Hi, okay, so we're out in front of the house now, and as you can see, the stub up from the street has already been run. What they did is they dug up the street, they cut into the natural gas line out there, shot a line underground here, came up, and they hang the bar. That's as far as they go. What'll happen now is we do our piping, and then from the inside over to the boiler, and once that's all done and approved, the local gas inspector will hang a tag here saying that it's been certified, it's okay. You call National Grid, they come out, they turn it on. Down there right now you can see that there's a pin in the lock, so it's pinned so it can't be turned on. Once they take that lock off, they'll turn it on, and that's all they do. Then we get called back, and we come in, we activate the gas inside, fire up the boiler, and it'll have heat and hot water with a new 95% efficient system here in Woburn. Okay, so what Dane has done is Dane's drained the tank down. In case you didn't know, Dane's our Alpine expert. He does all our installations. But anyway, what Dane did is he drained the tank down and just pushed it aside to give us some room so we can hang the boiler here like we talked about. And all he did is just put some PEX tubing together temporarily. This isn't, something, that's very beautiful, and it's not what we would normally do, but for today, they're going to have heat and hot water, and that's all they care about, and it gives us the room to work that we need. So stay tuned for the next phase. Hi, so, okay, we're back in now, and as you can see, a couple hours later, the boiler's been hung, the tank's planted, piping has started. We've got the zone for the heat up, we've got the zone for the domestic hot water, and some of the other miscellaneous piping is done. We've started to work on the exhaust piping going out and the air intake coming in. And we're at the point now where the gas pipe, as you can see, is all done, it's all tied in, and we've got our tester on. So we're ready for inspection, so we're going to try to get that today and get the gas turned on. We've got our electrical control here, and our electrician just walked in. So we're ready to have him wire this up, and I've been doing this for 30 years, and I consider the fact that I've got probably the best electrician in the industry working with us, so he really is an asset to the company and getting the projects done well. So tune in, we'll show you the last phase on the next video.
Hi, Ken here in the bushes at our job in Woburn that we've been shooting videos for. As you can see, the local gas inspector came out, put the tag on. We called the gas company. Gas company hung the meter, took the lock off the meter bar, turned the gas on, so we're ready to fire this unit, so come on inside.
Hi, Ken inside now. Okay, so as we explained to you outside, we showed you that the gas was turned on. You can see that the test is gone. The tags outside from the local inspector, National Grid comes in, they check everything too, so you have kind of like a double redundancy there to make sure everything's safe for the homeowner before they turn the gas on. So this morning we drained down the old system, took it out, as you can see, disconnected the oil. We capped that at the oil tank over there, so what'll happen now is when the oil tank removal company comes, they'll take the oil line, the oil tank, they'll cap the vent and fill on the side of the house, and the homeowner will have some nice extra space in here. So the electrician's all finished, so turned the boiler on, did our efficiency test, got a nice 95% tune-up on it. So at this point here, we got 2 zones of heat, one of domestic hot water, low water cutoff, that's a fail-safe safety switch, condensate drain for the condensate coming out of the boiler. Our vents are done outside, system's full of water, purged, making heat, making hot water. Everybody's happy. So we have a client here in Woburn now that has a 95% efficient system going from an old dinosaur oil fire system that maybe was around 70%. They derived 0% financing for 7 years from Mass Save. They're going to get a couple $1,000s back in rebates, and they're ahead of the game by at least 25% of energy efficiency. So if you want to get one of these systems put in, give us a call at Absolute Precision Plumbing and Heating. You can reach us at 855-758-6200. Or you can have my cell phone line direct, which is 978-766-1475. I hope to hear from you. Thanks for watching.